Hello, Sophia here. Just wanted to do a quick video regarding the Caravan. I had announced about a week and a half ago that they were coming to Canada, and everyone laughed at me and they called me paranoid and uh, uh, many things, conspiracy theorist and all this other stuff. So I'll tell you what, watch this video.
On Wednesday night, noted human rights activist Father Alejandro Solalinde visited the stadium and said a Canadian archbishop would be visiting Saturday to talk about transporting asylum seekers to Canada instead of the U.S.
Before we get to the subjective part, I mean, I'm an American. I'll decide whether it's a threat or not, if that's okay. I just want to get to the practical part of this. So we were told by anchors across the spectrum on television that the Caravan was 1,000 miles away. They were walking. It was going to be weeks before they got to our border. I wake up this morning, and there they are. How'd that happen? Did they run, or did someone pay buses to take them up here? And you didn't tell us that part.
It took them almost a month or over a month to get from Honduras to the U.S.-Mexico border. Not all of them have arrived. Some of them are still trying to get to this point, Tucker. And yeah, some of them were able to catch a ride and get on a bus, on trailers, on the back of buses carrying chickens and pigs. That's how they crossed and made their way through Mexico.
Wait, hold on. No, that's not quite right.
Some of them are still walking and trying to reach the border.
Wait, hold on. So you're saying that nobody chartered any buses to bring them up here? Because I think we have video showing chartered buses bringing them up here, and you're the reporter on the scene. I haven't seen anyone. You don't think there were any chartered buses whatsoever?
I haven't seen anyone chartering buses to bring them to the border. I've seen Mexican authorities, for example, here in Tijuana, providing transportation from this point at the border to a more humanitarian setting, just very close from here, where 800 people are spending the night. So they're being transported in buses from here to there, but not from Oaxaca to the border.
Okay. I don't think that's quite right. You might want to check your facts on that, because it would be physically impossible for the group to move as a group on the back of chicken trucks, especially with the strollers you claim are there, when in fact the eyewitness accounts we have suggest it's overwhelmingly young, unattached men. But you're saying it's majority women and their babies in strollers? Is that what you're saying?
I'm happy to share the footage with Fox News, the footage from our correspondent Pedro Ultreras, who traveled with them in the back of a bus that usually carries chickens. That's how they got to Sinaloa, to Jalisco. Others catch rides in trailers in the back of pickup trucks. So that's, that's a fact, and we have proof of that, and I'm happy to share it with you.
I guess what I'm saying is what you're engaging in is propaganda designed to convince people of something that's not true. So I think we both know that the majority of people, including the people we just saw on the tape, moving from Honduras and Guatemala are men, young men, without their wives and children, right? Or are you not going to admit that?
I don't think.
So there you go. How paranoid am I now? Told you so, told you so. This is not a good thing. We have a lot of MS-13 gang members in that. A lot of different types of thieves and bandits and gangs that are mixed in those caravans, because it's not just one caravan, it's a whole bunch of caravans that joined together as it went. And there's a lot of bad people in the caravan, and they'll only show you like the mothers, the fathers, and the kids and stuff on TV, but there's a lot of bad people in that caravan, and now they're coming here. Okay, not all of them, but a good portion of them will be, and now we have to worry about that. So where do you think they're headed? Where do you think they're going to go? Toronto or Montreal, I can guarantee you that. And now, to mix in with all the Muslims in Toronto, we're going to have problems, okay? If they get together and decide to make some kind of a gang or organized crime, we're in deep dark, okay? So, just so you know, I just wanted you to know that update, and I want you to think about it. I want you to look it up, investigate it. That came from MSM News, okay? That's mainstream media news. That wasn't, some alternative channel. You can't argue with it. They're, the truth in news, right? Real news. So, that's kind of scary. On another note, I wanted to chat about Max Bernier. I had an event in Toronto, and he was just so electric. He was so charismatic, I would say. He can't be defeated. He can't be belittled. Whenever MSM try and do hit pieces on him, he totally turns it on them and makes them look like total idiots. And I love that. That's what I love about him. He's just very He's on the ball. He doesn't, he doesn't mess around. Watch this.
I did a couple of interviews with journalists, and and I had the same kind of answer. I was answering the questions, but after that they were telling me, Maxime, it took 3 years for Preston Manning to build the Reform Party of Canada. We don't believe you that you will be able to do that in a year. You won't be ready for the election. The plane won't take off, so it will go nowhere. And tonight, you are the proof that this party is going somewhere for a better Canada. Now the Liberals are the new left. The Conservatives are moving to the center. And the People's Party of Canada, we are the only right. And we are the only principal alternative.
Right is right.
Right is right.
You are right. Yes.
I think that Trudeau is a weak leader, but Scheer also. Scheer is a weak leader, and let's look at the facts. Despite Trudeau's disastrous record, despite the Indian trip, despite the huge deficit, despite the attacks on small businesses, despite the carbon tax, despite illegal migrants crisis, despite all of this, Trudeau is still ahead in the poll. So Scheer has been behind Justin Trudeau for the last year. We are the only true conservative alternative to that government. If we want our principle to win the battle of ideas, we need to defend them openly, with passion, and with conviction. And that's what I want to do. And I'm asking you also to do the same. So I really appreciate your support. And together, we will be able to say goodbye to Justin Trudeau. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
A big cheer for our future Prime Minister right here, ladies and gentlemen.
And that's Max Bernier in a nutshell. He's just very confident. He's sure of himself. He knows his platform, and he knows what he wants to do with Canada and for Canadians. And I think people need to start waking up. Start sharing these videos. Grab his platform video that I did and posted. Share that everywhere. Let people know what his platform is. Anyone who's seen the video loves the platform. Even people that weren't sure about who he was or whatever have seen it and like it. It's important we get the news out there. This guy is for real, and all the other parties we have running are globalists. Okay, I'm not just saying that. These are all been bought and paid. They're globalists. NDP, Libertarian, PCs, Liberal, all of them. They're all bought off. Okay, so just know that PPC wants to get rid of lobbyists. He wants to get rid of globalists. He wants Canada back, and the only way to do that is to get him in as PM. So we need to push, and at least show people who Maxime is, and let them decide for themselves. But if anyone can look at that platform and say it's bad, well, maybe they don't know politics as well as he does. But he's been a politician a long friggin' time, and a lot of people are digging at his past, and he was part of this party or that party, and I agree, but that was back then, and people change and times change, and he wants to do what's best for Canada. I totally believe that in my heart, or I wouldn't be supporting him. I probably just wouldn't vote. So no, we need to wake people up, get that platform out there. Like I said, it's important that people know before they go ahead and make that choice to vote who they want to vote for. So, with that being said, shout out to all my subscribers, all my viewers. I hope you all have an awesome day. We'll chat soon. Bye.